Hello students, welcome back to your physics class. I hope you all are good. In the last lecture, we have completed our first chapter, that is physical quantities and measurement. I hope you understood all the topics of that chapter. Today we will start with the next chapter, chapter 3rd, energy. Energy is a very common word that we often use, like when you got tired, then you will say that I don't have any more energy to do this work or to do this activity. So it means to do any work we need energy, or without energy we can't perform any type of activity or we can't do any work. So it means energy is needed everywhere, like if we have to move any object from one place to another place, or if we have to play, or if we have to walk, then in all these activities we need energy. Without energy we can't perform any activity. So energy is needed everywhere. As I have told that to do many kind of activities or work, like to play, to walk, to move an object, and to study. And in study also we need energy. We also go tired while doing study. That tiredness may be physical or mental, but so we also need energy to study because we have to concentrate in while studying. So in all these activities we need energy. We human beings go tired. Similarly, plants, animals also perform some activities for the plantation of the for the growth of the plants, and animals also have some energy to do many kind of activities. Machines that make our work very easy, all these need energy to perform activities or to do any kind of work. It means all living and non-living things need energy for their functioning. If we talk about human beings eat food. We eat food, and by food we got energy. How we got energy? Because the food is digested by the acids or enzymes present in our body, and then the carbohydrates are broken down into the simpler substances like glucose and other sugars that are simple than the complex carbohydrates. So they provide us energy. Similarly, plants also prepare their food by the process of photosynthesis, and then they got energy from that process. And animals, as we know, that they can eat human flesh, and they can also eat small animals or birds, or they can also eat plants. So they got energy by taking their food also. But machines do not eat, they can't eat food. So how they got their energies? So they got energy from, we have to provide the energy to the machines, and that energy might be electrical or it can be mechanical energy. So by providing electrical or mechanical energy, machines can perform their work. So all these are about energy. Next is the units of energy. The SI unit of energy is joule. Joule is also the unit of work. As we know, work is related to energy, or without energy we can't perform any work. So the unit of energy is also same as that of the work, that is joule. And there is another unit also, that is calories. Calories we also use if we have to keep fit ourselves, then we reduce our calories. So you often learnt this word also, calories. And the SI unit 1 joule can be defined as the amount of energy spent when a force of 1 Newton displaces a body by 1 meter. It means that if we are displacing a body by 1 meter, then by using a force of 1 Newton, then the amount of energy spent, or the amount of energy being consumed in this process, is known as 1 joule. So it is the amount of energy spent when a force of 1 Newton displaces a body by 1 meter. And next is 1 calorie. 1 calorie can be defined as the amount of heat energy required to raise the temperature of 1 gram of a substance, or we can also take water, by 1 degree Celsius. When we heat a substance or water by 1 degree Celsius by taking 1 gram of it, then the amount of energy used, heat energy used to raise the temperature of the water by 1 degree Celsius is known as 1 calorie. मीन्स कि जब हम 1 ग्राम वाटर ले रहे हैं या कोई भी सब्सटेंस ले रहे हैं और उसका टेम्परेचर हम 1 डिग्री सेल्सियस राइज कर रहे हैं, तो जितनी अमाउंट ऑफ हीट एनर्जी यूज हो रही है दैट इज नोन एज 1 कैलोरी. And 1 calorie is also known as 1 small calorie. This calorie is also known as 1 small calorie. And there is also large unit of calorie that is known as kilocalorie, and it is also known as 1 large calorie. So 1 large calorie or 1 kilocalorie can be defined as the amount of energy required to raise the temperature of 1 kg of water or of any substance by 1 degree Celsius. Here we have taken 1 kg. In that we have taken only grams. So that is for small units, that is for small parts, and this is for large value, that means for 1 kg. So 1 kg का अगर हम टेम्परेचर राइज कर रहे हैं 1 डिग्री सेल्सियस के थ्रू, तो जितनी अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी हम लग रही है इसका टेम्परेचर राइज करने के लिए दैट इज नोन एज 1 किलो कैलोरी. Now here is the relationship between 1 calorie and joule. 1 calorie is equal to 4.184 joule, or it is approximately equal to 4.2 joule. And 1 kilocalorie and calories are related, that 1 kilocalorie is equal to 1000 calories. Kilo means 1000. So 1 kilocalorie is equal to 1000 calories. It means 1 large calorie is equal to 1000 small calories. That means एक large calorie में 1000 small calories होती हैं. मतलब ये है जो आपके लिए, ये जो है large 1 large calorie और ये जो है 1 small calorie है, तो 1 large calorie contains 1000 small calories. Next is the SI unit of energy. The SI unit of energy is erg, and it is equal to 10 to the power minus 7 joules, or we can say that 1 joule is equal to 10 to the power 7 erg. This is the SI unit. So there is one point that people often use fitness trackers. What are these fitness trackers? These are the devices that show the amount of calories burned to remain fit and healthy. That means when we perform any type of work or in a gym, then the devices can show the amount of calories that are burned by us to remain fit and healthy. So these are some devices that show the amount of calories burned, and these are determined according to physical activities done by a person. ये जो है जितनी activities person करेगा उसके accordingly ये जो हमें हमारी calories बताएंगे कि कितनी calories हम burn कर चुके हैं. So next is the forms of energy. And now we are talking about energy, and as we know that there are many kinds of energy. In the previous classes, in the small classes, you have learned also that energy can be light energy, heat energy, sound energy, electrical energy, and other forms are also there like kinetic energy, potential energy, mechanical energy, magnetic energy, solar energy, chemical energy, and wind energy. So the names just the type of energy. As in the wind energy, wind is the main source of this energy. Solar energy, sun is the main source of energy. Also we will learn about kinetic energy, potential energy, mechanical energy. In light energy, you know that the energy is also provided by the sun, and by sun we can get the light energy. So all these energies we will study one by one. First is the kinetic energy. The energy that is possessed by an object due to its motion is called kinetic energy. जो एनर्जी एक ऑब्जेक्ट अपने मोशन की वजह से पोजेस करता है, जो उसमें एनर्जी होती है मोशन की वजह से, उसको हम बोलते हैं काइनेटिक एनर्जी. जैसे कि कोई भी मूविंग ऑब्जेक्ट है, जैसे कि फ्लोइंग वाटर है या मूविंग कार है, कोई भी मूविंग ऑब्जेक्ट है उसके पास क्या होगी, काइनेटिक एनर्जी होगी, बिकॉज दैट ऑब्जेक्ट इज इन मोशन, एंड ड्यू टू मोशन एनर्जी इज possessed by that object, that is known as kinetic energy. So this is the kinetic energy, and kinetic energy of an object depends on two factors, that is on the mass of the object and on the speed of the object in a given direction. मतलब जो काइनेटिक एनर्जी है किसी मूविंग ऑब्जेक्ट की जो मूव कर रहा है, जैसे हम अगर रन कर रहे हैं तो हमारे पास भी काइनेटिक एनर्जी होगी। कोई भी मूविंग ऑब्जेक्ट है, कोई भी जो रन कर रहा है या मूव कर रहा है, ऑल दैट हैव काइनेटिक एनर्जी। और जो वो काइनेटिक एनर्जी वो डिपेंड करेगी एक तो मास पर, और दूसरा डिपेंड करेगी स्पीड ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट इन अ गिवन डायरेक्शन। स्पीड ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट इन अ गिवन डायरेक्शन का डायरेक्टली मतलब है कि ये वेलोसिटी पे डिपेंड करेगा, इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द वेलोसिटी ऑफ दैट ऑब्जेक्ट। सो काइनेटिक एनर्जी का जो फॉर्मूला है, ये डायरेक्ट रिजल्ट है जो मैं आपको दिखा रही हूँ, दैट इज आपके लिए डायरेक्ट है। इन हायर क्लासेस वी कैन ऑल्सो ड्राइव इट। सो इट इज इक्वल टू हाफ mv square, that means it is half mass and velocity square. Here m is the mass of the object and v is the velocity of that object. So this is about kinetic energy. So all the moving things have kinetic energy. That means due to motion there is an energy associated with the object, that is kinetic energy. Next is the potential energy. Potential energy is the energy possessed by an object due to its position, shape or configuration, that is known as potential energy. ये जो एनर्जी है ये हर उस ऑब्जेक्ट में होगी जिसकी कोई पोजीशन होगी या शेप या कॉन्फ़िगरेशन होगी, उसमें पोटेंशियल एनर्जी होगी। जैसे ये पेन है, इसकी भी पोटेंशियल एनर्जी है। दिस नोटबुक ऑल्सो हैज सम पोटेंशियल एनर्जी। एंड वन मेन पॉइंट इज दैट पोटेंशियल एनर्जी डिपेंड्स ऑन हाइट। दैट मीन्स अगर हम किसी ऑब्जेक्ट को हाइट पे लेके जाएंगे तो उसकी पोटेंशियल एनर्जी बढ़ेगी, और अगर हम उसको लोअर पॉइंट पे लेके आएंगे तो उसकी पोटेंशियल एनर्जी कम होगी, बट पोटेंशियल एनर्जी उसमें जरूर होगी। तो दिस इज अबाउट पोटेंशियल एनर्जी। और ये जो है इट इज ड्यू टू द पोजीशन और शेप और कॉन्फ़िगरेशन ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट। कॉन्फ़िगरेशन ऑल्सो मीन्स शेप। सो इसकी मैं एग्जांपल दे सकती हूँ आपको, जैसे वाटर स्टोर्ड इन अ डैम, ए स्ट्रेच्ड रबर बैंड, ए स्ट्रेच्ड बो, ए कंप्रेस्ड और स्ट्रेच्ड स्प्रिंग, ऑल दीज पोजेस पोटेंशियल एनर्जी। मीन्स पोटेंशियल एनर्जी जो है किसी भी ऑब्जेक्ट में होगी जिसकी कोई पोजीशन है, मतलब कोई अगर कोई ऑब्जेक्ट किसी हाइट पे है या हम उसमें किसी तरह का काम कर रहे हैं, हम उसमें किसी तरह की एनर्जी लगा रहे हैं, जैसे कि रबर बैंड को स्ट्रेच कर रहे हैं हम, तो जो स्ट्रेच करने के लिए जितनी भी हमें एनर्जी लग रही है दैट इज नोन एज ए पोटेंशियल एनर्जी। मतलब जो हम काम कर रहे हैं उस पर वो कन्वर्ट हो जाएगी पोटेंशियल एनर्जी में। सिमिलरली जब हम बो को स्ट्रेच करते हैं, तो आपको पता है जो तीर कमान है, तो जब हम उसको खींचते हैं तो उसमें भी हम वर्क कर रहे हैं, तो इसका मतलब हम उसमें पोटेंशियल एनर्जी स्टोर कर रहे हैं। ऐसे ही हम अगर स्प्रिंग को स्ट्रेच कर रहे हैं या कंप्रेस कर रहे हैं तो उसमें भी हम क्या कर रहे हैं, पोटेंशियल एनर्जी को स्टोर कर रहे हैं। तो ऑल दीज टाइप्स हैव, इन ऑल दीज केसेस द ऑब्जेक्ट्स हैव पोटेंशियल एनर्जी। सो पोटेंशियल एनर्जी है जो इसको हम दो कैटेगरीज में डिवाइड कर सकते हैं। फर्स्ट इज ग्रेविटेशनल पोटेंशियल एनर्जी एंड सेकंड इज इलास्टिक पोटेंशियल एनर्जी। सो gravitational potential energy and elastic potential energy we will study in the next lecture. So I hope you will understand these topics. So thank you.